meditacionesdiarias.com.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's devotional for June 3rd, 2023, titled Up to Half of the Kingdom. This is Xiomara Perdomo speaking, and I am thrilled to have you join us today. Today's verse is found in Esther chapter 9, verse 2. The Jews gathered together in their cities throughout all the provinces of King Ahasuerus to lay hands on those who sought their harm, and no one could withstand them, because fear of them fell upon all people. Queen Esther's beauty and character conquered the king's heart. She was the best one to ask the king for help after the death sentence was decreed for the Jews. She fasted and prayed before she risked her life for her people by going to visit the king uninvited. She combined courage and strategy. She did not make her request at once, but rather invited the king to a banquet in his honor. The matter required caution, and although the king offered her up to half of the kingdom, see Esther 5:6, she asked him to come to a second banquet. It was after the first banquet that the king decided to honor the man who had saved his life. During the second banquet, the queen informed her beloved king and husband of Haman's evil plan against all of her people, and Haman was hanged that same day on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai. The steps Esther took to achieve her goal included 1. Fasting, prayer, and consecration. 2. Dressing in her royal clothing and approaching the throne. 3. Asking humbly and in accordance with the will and grace of the king. And 4. Offering 2 banquets before revealing her request to the king. When we face a crisis, let us follow these simple steps: praying and fasting, putting on the garments of Christ's righteousness. Let us go before the throne humbly and ask that our request be heard if it pleases our King, and if it is His will to grant it by His grace. I'm sure we will hear the same response that Esther heard. What is your request? It shall be given to you, up to half the kingdom. See Esther chapter 5, verse 3. The day that was intended to be a day of destruction and death was turned into a day of victory and celebration. The Jews fought not as victims, but as victorious people who enjoyed the favor of the king. Angels that excel in strength had been commissioned by God to protect His people while they stood for their lives. See Prophets and Kings chapter 49, page 602. In each decision, make sure that you have the company and the favor of your king. It does not matter how many come against you, you will triumph. When, like Queen Esther, you fall down at the feet of the king and Redeemer, see Esther chapter 8, verse 3, you can stand tall against any enemy or adversity. Amen.
Thank you for joining us. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at m.youtube.com/c/Meditaciones Diarias, and to follow us on our social media in Instagram at www.instagram.com/meditacionesdiarias7. May God bless you and your family.